So let's now look at the purpose of the organisation theme. It's to define and establish the project structure of accountability and responsibilities. You'll recall, I'm sure, the difference between these two. Accountability means that an action has been carried out effectively, and that role will be accountable if that's not the case, whereas a responsibility is something relating to an individual to perform something. They are responsible for an aspect of the project. Now, it's absolutely fundamental that Prince2 is based on a customer-supplier relationship. What that assumes is that there will be a customer who will specify what the desired result is and will often usually pay for the project, and the supply side who supply resources to the project. Let's then look at the levels between the different responsibilities. Now, there are 4 levels of management, 3 of which occur within the project management team. The very highest management level is corporate or program management. If the project is a standalone project, then corporate management, so-called, representing a level of management appropriate to sponsor and underwrite projects, if you will, or whether the project forms part of a program. It is this level, you may recall, that issues the project mandate and would set project level tolerances. But the project management team consists of these 3 levels here, starting with the directing level at project board level. Whereas corporate alone have the authority to set project tolerances, the project board have the authority to set stage level tolerances. The project board report upwards to corporate or program management on the progress of the project, or should it arise where an exception situation occurs that threatens project level tolerances. So it's corporate who commission the project, identify the executive of the project board, and define the project tolerances. The project board set the overall direction and management of the project within the constraints laid out by corporate or program management. The project manager, for their part, are responsible for day-to-day management within the constraints set out by the project board. The tolerances, of course, are stage level tolerances. The project manager keeps the project board informed via regular reports called a highlight report, and the exception process, management by exception, is used whenever the project manager forecasts that either the project or the stage is forecast to exceed tolerance bounds. The team manager, which is an optional role. If a team manager exists, that role is responsible for delivering the products of each work package within the constraints laid down. Optionally, the project manager may set work package level tolerances. In this case, the team manager keeps the project manager informed on the progress of the product creation in each work package via the regular checkpoint reports. If a team manager forecasts that a work package tolerance is to be exceeded, they would bring this to the project manager's attention by raising it as an issue. And at project board level, there are 3 project interests which are represented. The business interests, represented by the executive role, the user interests, represented by the senior user role, and the supplier interests, represented, of course, by the senior supplier role. Remember that Prince2 does not define management jobs to be allocated to people on a one-to-one basis. Rather, it defines roles, where each role can be filled by one or more individuals, or an individual may take on more than one role. The exceptions to this are in that the project board executive is filled by one role and the project manager is filled by one role.